For all the times that you rain on my parade and all the clubs you get in.
What's up, guys? So today will be another story time, and it's going to be about the time that I almost spent the night at the cemetery. I know, crazy, right? Like, who the freak spends the night at a cemetery? Well, apparently this girl almost did, okay? Before I get into the story though, this is a collaboration video and my friend Ashley has a message for us.
Hey guys, my name's Ashley, aka PenRacerLove on YouTube. I make beauty videos, tutorials, reviews, comedy videos, story time videos. If you name it, I probably do it. I talk about video games, books, movies, TV shows. I'm pretty out there. My channel has a lot of variety on it. I really want you to get to know me. So check me out. If you like my channel, subscribe and leave me a comment because I reply to everything. I hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye.
So be sure to check out her channel. The link will be in the description box below. When I was 11 years old, I had this friend, and I'm just going to call her Ashley because I don't want her to see this video and get mad and say I used her real name. Ashley appeared to seem pretty normal, like a normal 11-year-old. She was like one of those girls you see out in broad daylight outside of school or outside of dark, and you see them in a whole new light. The 13th, and Ashley came into the gym where me and Danielle were, and she asked us if we wanted to go over her house. So we was like, yeah, sure, we want to go over your house. We went to the payphone and called our parents to ask if it was okay for us to go over Ashley's house. Our parents said yes, and we went over Ashley's house. Everything seemed kind of cool at first, but she was just like so eager for us to go to this freaking cemetery. Like the whole time she's like, I can't wait to show you guys the cemetery. We're about to go to the cemetery. That's going to be the first place we go. And I'm like, why? Like, who goes to the cemetery just because? We went to her house. We, you know, hung out in her room for a second. Then we went to the cemetery. We walked along this trail like it was a dirt trail for a minute, and we just talked, and we were leaving out, and I happened to turn around and there was a freaking car behind us. Like, he was this close to us, like that close. Like, I don't even know why this dude didn't honk his horn, drive around us, why he was trying to be so scary. Maybe it's because he thought it would be funny and a cool prank because it's Friday the 13th, but this dude just like was so behind us. Like, he could have just got out his car and grabbed us, or he could have just went, if he was like up like an inch further, he would hit, like, he would be on like my butt, like, you know, touching the tip of my toe. Well, not my toe, but what is that, my ankle, my back foot, whatever it's called. Yeah, that's how close he was. He continued walking on after he just finally drove off, and we went to the park. We hung out there. Then Ashley wanted to go to the freaking cemetery again. So we went to the cemetery like 4 times. I don't even know why, but this time, like, they were walking on the grass where the gravestones and stuff was, but you know me, I ain't about that life, okay? I don't like cemeteries unless I go to a freaking funeral, okay? But that is it. I know, So I stay on that dirt path because I don't like standing on like gravestones, and I don't like walking over that because I feel like that hump, and I feel like, ugh, I don't know, it's so weird to me. I hate that feeling. Ew. They walking on the gravestones and like just talking and playing around and stuff, and I'm just still on this dirt road. And finally we like left there. After a couple hours, it was time for us to go home, and we dropped Danielle off first. So Ashley had asked me if I wanted to spend a night over her house, and I was like, yeah, sure. And not thinking anything, to my house, we got me some clothes and stuff, and that's when our parents, well, my mom and her mom, met. And usually my mom is that mom that's like, no, if you want to go over somebody's house, you better ask me 48 hours in advance. Or if you want to spend a night over somebody's house, you better ask me 48 hours in advance. Don't ask me the day of, because the answer will be no. And I need to meet their parent first. Like, that's the type of mom my mom is. Like, I don't know why she didn't just, why she wasn't on top of her game that day, but maybe she thought just because she's going over her house for a couple hours, she decided just to let me go. But then spending the night wise, she didn't know that lady like that. But I thought maybe you could go ahead and hang out, whatever. Why wasn't you on your job that day? When we got back in the car, and Ashley's mom was like, so are you girls gonna spend the night at the cemetery? Ashley like, yes, that would be so fun, and it would be so creepy because it's Friday the 13th. Yes, she was like so excited. I'm just like, are these people serious? I'm thinking this is like all a joke and that they just mess with me, until we went to this lady's house to go pick up a tent. I'm like, this girl, she crazy. She's serious though. She really want us to spend the night at a cemetery. We 11 years old. What we look like spending the night at a cemetery? Ain't nothing funny about spending the night at a cemetery. I heard her telling the lady that we were about to spend the night at the cemetery. And I was like, this is for real. Like, this cannot be happening right now. And we went to the store. Then we went back to Ashley's house. So by this time, it's like getting dark. And we were looking for the light. Now, the light, I'm going to post a picture what the light looks like. But it was like one of those lights from back in like the 1900s, early 1800s and stuff, where they had to hold it like this and walk into a dark room and stuff. It was one of those kind of lights. And they couldn't find it, because that was the light that they wanted us to have. Because, you know, that's an old school light. So you could just like hit the switch and it's on and you could see. But we could, or you could just light a match and you could see. But we couldn't find it. So her mom didn't feel comfortable with us spending the night at the cemetery without that light. We ended up sleeping in her backyard. And we used this different light that you had to plug up. And we had to get a stitcher cord to plug up in their house and then made it all the way outside. And it was really weird. And yeah, I saw Ashley in a whole new light. Like, my mom called at dinner time, and she was like, what you doing? And I was like, eating dinner. She was like, oh, what you eating? And I think it was like you guys know what I mean. I was like, is it good? And I was like, yeah. She was like, yes or no? Are they right there? I was like, yes. And she was like, are you having fun? I was like, yeah. She was like, so what did you do today? Told her, I was like, we went to the cemetery a couple times. We went to go pick up a tent. We went to the park. And we were about to spend the night at the cemetery. Mom was like, what? My mom was like, what the? Like, you know, you're never going back over there ever again, right? I was like, yeah. And I got off the phone with her and just hung out with Ashley for the rest of the night outside in the tent. Ashley was doing some weird stuff in the tent, but I'm not going to expose her because that's weird. But she was being weird in the tent, and I just saw her in a whole different light. And yeah, like, that was it. I'm so happy I didn't spend the night at that cemetery, because I would have cried, and y'all know I'm already haunted. That's probably why I'm freaking haunted. Yo. That's it about the time I almost spent the night at the cemetery. If you want to see more, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.